Shane, I mean, you want to be efficient, you want to move the ball, and pretty much did that wire to wire tonight. How satisfying was it to be as efficient as you guys were?
Yeah, it was really satisfying. After the Chicago game, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to put drives together, and they called a great game, and, our teammates just, all 11 of us, man, we worked hard for this moment and put a couple drives together and had a lot of fun out there.
What about fourth quarter? Joe's not giving you a whole lot of plays. You're in the same formation, and to see your guys up front kind of impose their will when you're just grinding out clock there in the fourth quarter, man, that's got to be a good feeling. What are you telling those guys in the huddle as they keep resetting the line of scrimmage?
No doubt. And you could hear the defense, too, saying it's the same play. And we always say in those moments when they know we're running it, we got to run it. And our O-line did a great job. Our tight ends did a great job. And receivers coming in and blocking, they all did a great job. Our backs did a great job. It was just fun to execute that. We call it a 4-minute drill, but we really started it in the fourth quarter at the beginning, so it was fun.
What did you think of that catch that Shavers made?
It was awesome, man. It was awesome. It was awesome to see. He does that all the time. And that's not downplaying the play, but he's so talented, man. And he deserves an opportunity, and I hope he gets it.
It seems like he's really put his best foot forward here to try to make this roster. Is he the type of guy that's pretty easy to root for in that locker room?
No doubt. No doubt. He's a quiet leader. He works hard, and he does everything right. And for those guys, man, hard work pays off, and I hope it pays off for him.
Frank Gore had another strong game. He got a lot of work this preseason, and kind of like Shavers, seems like a guy that whenever he's had his opportunities, impressed. What did you think of his game?
Yeah, he's taken full advantage of opportunities, and it's been fun to see. And, Frankie's another one of those guys that works hard, puts his head down, and it was fun to watch him tote it tonight.
When you're throwing that ball for Shaves, are you just trying to hit a spot knowing with his length, you just throw it behind the helmet of the defender and he'll have a shot at it because of his length? I mean, because of how tall he is, you feel comfortable throwing it that way? Or would you throw it differently for a shorter receiver, I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah, I think with his catch radius, you can kind of throw it wherever you want and he'll go catch it. And, he made a great play on the ball. I could have thrown a better ball to him, but with guys like that, man, you just throw it up there and you let them make the play, and that's exactly what he did.
What does tonight mean for you personally, given what you went through this summer and all last season?
Yeah, last season was tough from the aspect of not being able to put on pads and, just working my way to get back. God is good. And even tonight, man, God is good. And I kept telling myself that every time I went out on the field. It's my first time ever playing a full game in the NFL. And it was a lot of fun, man. And I just thank God for the opportunity.
With the decision-making you had to make tonight, I know Joe gave you some RPOs, and you also had to realize when nothing was there, like, I'm going to go get some yards with my legs. Like, did you feel pretty good? I mean, I know you'll watch it all back on film, but did you feel pretty good overall just about your decision-making in general? Because you seemed pretty sharp with your choices.
Yeah, it was a good night. I think they called a great game, and it's just on us, all 11 on offense, to go out and execute, and I think we did pretty well tonight. There's obviously going to be a couple things that we see on film that we want back, but, we got one more point than the other team, and that's all that matters, and came out with a win.